if we got in trouble, we knew that we had somebody to come to our rescue.
Yeah.
So it was kind of joyful.
I'm sure. I'm sure. Make for some big Thanksgiving and Christmas meals, I'm sure.
Yeah, yes, yes.
But it was a great segue. You segue right into the next point I want to get into, because reading the book, you talked a lot about your stepfather, which obviously a lot of the things that happened in your life was a result of him being there, and we'll touch on that just a bit.
Well, our stepfather, my mother didn't meet him till we came up here in the north, but he seemed to be a good guy until she married him.
Right.
And that's when we found out that he wasn't as nice as we thought he was. He wasn't protective of us as children. It was like he was very cruel to her and even to us. And it was a happy family when he wasn't around. But when he came around, it was like we had to walk on eggshells. He was hard of hearing, and he always felt like we was talking about him, and that would end up, sometimes he would want to beat us. So it was just like I said in the book, a monster had invaded our family.
Yeah, yeah. Now, when you said moved up from the north, where were you guys originally?
We're originally from Florida.
Oh, okay, okay. And you came to Maryland,
in
how old were you?
1954, I was 5 years old.
Oh, okay. Now, when you called, what about him, why was it that the family called him a monster? What about him made him
well, that
way?
was my vision of him, because at 12 years old, I had an encounter that I was molested by him. And it's sad to say that my mother believed, took his word other than mine. And she became to me a mother that I thought I knew. But then I found out that I really didn't know my mother, because sometimes men will cause mothers to go against their daughters when something like that happened. And this is what happened. That's why I called him a monster.
Well, I would say that would be the the textbook answer of a monster. And that's unfortunate. And one of the reasons I wanted to bring you on the show was, reading the book, I thought a lot of people needed to hear the story. And because there's so many cases where kids are abused, by the stepfather, and not just stepfather, but uncles, cousins, older members of the family, male and female.
Yeah,
it happens both ways. And that leaves a scar on those kids for the rest of their lives.
It really does, because with having a scar, it's just like being burnt or cut. Okay, that scar heals on the outside, but as soon as you hit it against something, it's not really completely healed on the inside. And that's something like even in life, when you think you have overcome something, and then you get into a relationship, and you want to be free with that companion or with that person, and something disagreeable comes up, that scab has come off of that sore. And there it's haunting you again, what you've already been through. And then you find you question yourself, is this about to take place again?
Right, right.
Or what is the motive? Why did I get into this?
Now, obviously you were, how old were you at the time when this was going on?
I was 12.
You were 12 years old. And the one thing that I noticed too was the fact that you dealt with that at such an early age, and you carried that with you for so long, and can't blame you for doing so. I mean, that's a lot to take on at that early age.
Yeah.
And you said, your mother took his side.
Yeah, because she called it love, and that's what we women sometimes do. Because we feel like we love a person, we take their word over the next person. And well, I didn't know what love really was until I married. And sometimes that will happen because you're joined together, and you're wanting your relationship to be a success. So whatever it takes for it to be successful.